Nah, I'll come in whenever I want. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy BountyTank checking in. Tank Talk, man. I'm gonna take a couple questions from the last video I posted. Remember, I asked you guys to ask any questions you have about previous episodes, and I try my best to answer them. So I took some questions off of YouTube, went through all the comments. Again, I prefer questions that are pertaining to the previous episodes, or just maybe in general questions, but try to stay away from how do you become a bounty hunter, because I'm gonna be honest, it varies state to state, and I can't give you guys information on each individual state. It would take forever. So I will tell you this, in whatever state you are, talk to the local bondsman that's in that area and ask them what the qualifications is, or you can refer to whatever state you're in, go to the Department of Insurance, and they should also be able to tell you how to obtain a license. Some states you don't need a license to hunt. So again, each state is different. So I'm gonna go to the first question. Guy asked me, what's my mentality when I hunt out of state, especially when I'm not familiar with my surroundings? That's actually a good ass question, man. The first thing that I usually do when I gotta go out of state is I look up the laws, because each state has their own set of laws when it comes to bounty hunting, man. I'm gonna be honest, each state is different. Certain states you can't kick a door in. West Virginia, you can't kick the door in. So it depends on what state they're at. And then on top of that, I look at the demographic. Is it an urban area? Is it real diverse? You know, to be honest, that makes a difference. If I go into an all urban area where it's mostly black versus an all white area, it's different, man. You know, so I gotta take that into account as well. But really, I'm looking into the laws to see what I can and cannot do, because I don't want to go out of state and break a law and get put into jail. Depending on where, also I'll contact a local bondsman just to get kind of a feel for how the local PD, you know, how they are with us. Each state, each city, the PD reacts and treats bondsmen different. I'm gonna tell you this, when I went to South Carolina to look for milk, this is probably one of the this is probably the best place I've ever been treated, man. I've ever been treated. South Carolina, man, I swear, it almost made me want to move down there, man. The cops treated you as though you were them. They were friendly. They asked you what you needed. They were willing to help. They were willing to assist. It was just, man, it was mad love. I've never experienced so much love doing this job, man, because in most places, especially up here in the Midwest, man, we don't get respected, man. You know, they kind of shit on us a little bit, man. But that's why it's important to kind of look at, you know, what area you're going into. So that's, hopefully that answers your question, man. Let's see. They asked me any update on season 2, episode 9, is obviously dealing with milk. I'll say this because it's an ongoing case. We're still in pursuit, and that's all I'm gonna say about that, because it's still ongoing. Guy asked me, how do I clear my mind before and after a hunt? Man, that's another good question. Man, sometimes you really gotta take a step away from all this shit, man. This the one job that no matter what, you take it home with you. You know, most jobs, you know, once you get home, you can cut it off. This job you can't, because once you get home, the phone rings or people are calling with information. So you always got to have your phone on. You always got to answer your phone. It never ends. It's literally a 24-hour grind. So what I'll do is I'll see if I can get someone that can take my phones for a day or a couple hours, so I'm not answering the phone. And honestly, I go in my room. I got a room in the house, man. It's for like meditation, man. I got the strobe lights going. It's a whole vibe, man. So I sit there and I clear my mind. I meditate. That's one of the things I do before, and honestly after sometimes. Another thing, like after a long, stressful hunt, I'll take a vacation, man. I'll take a couple of days where I'm not dealing with anything hunting wise, anything bail bond wise. And I'll just take literally a mental break for me because, again, it's mentally draining sometimes just dealing with the type of people that I have to deal with on a daily basis. Not everyone's bad, but typically, I'm dealing with a certain type of person, and dealing with that continuously every day would drain anybody, man. So that's one of the things I like to do, meditate, and then I'll take a trip, man, and just get my mind off of it. So that's what I do. And maybe I'll take a trip to Cali where certain things is legal. All right, let's see. Have you and your dad been able to build since I met him? So I don't know if you guys remember a couple episodes, a lot of episodes back. I finally had met my father. Honestly, no. I'm gonna say lack of effort. And I don't know, maybe he got discouraged when I came out, with my album. The first song was called Dear Dad, but it was really me just expressing myself, how I felt, what I went through, and tell him, I forgive him. It's over with. Let's build from this. I don't know if that maybe discouraged him. I don't know, but it's more so a lack of effort. So honestly, no, we haven't built any form of relationship. We haven't started any type of base. So there's no building, to be honest with you, man. So my phone's always open. I know he watches the show sometime. My phone open, man. It's one of them situations that I feel like I shouldn't have to reach out. You know what I mean? If he wants to be a part of my life, he has the opportunity. Just pick up the phone, man. Call. If I don't pick up, call again. I mean, how bad do you want the relationship? Again, and that's my mentality. I feel like I shouldn't have to pursue you. For you to be my father, I shouldn't have to pursue you at this age. You know what I mean? So, unfortunately, no. But again, I'm always still open. Let's see what else we got. Somebody asked, what happened to the chick on 6 months to live? This was, I think this was episode, I can't remember what episode. It was called 6 Months to Live. I do not know what's happened with that young lady, man. I'm be honest. I haven't been able to get in contact with her. I hope all is well. I hope she's still alive and breathing and doing well. I hope she was able to get rehab. I did put her in jail. I told her, when she get out, she need help. My door's open. So I never got a call. All I can do is reach out and try my best to help, when allowed. Some people don't want help. So I hope she's doing okay, but honestly, I'm not sure, man. Let's see. You asked me a question about red dot or similar difficult cases or fugitive apprehending. When you finally apprehend a difficult suspect, such as, red dot, I'm trying to read this. Are you able to recoup the money that you spent, basically? So when you hunt these people, sometimes you do spend some money. And that's why we get contracts. That's why we have co-signers that have to sign contracts. So whatever money that's used that I have spent that's come out of my pocket from actually having to hunt these people, yes, I get it back from the co-signer. I'll sue them. So yes, we are suing. Gotta get my money back, man. Somebody said he's leaving us. He's getting a deal from the higher ups. Man, look, so I'm doing episodes like this. For one, yeah, it gives me better bargaining, power. If I have episode 3 ready, then yeah, I have a bargaining tool. I might better go to a different platform, but it's not really about that going to a different platform. It's just really to, like I told you guys before, give Drico a break. It's a lot of taxing on him. He runs a business outside of me, so it's more beneficial for us to do it this way, and we're going to be able to give you better content and more consistent. You might have to wait maybe a couple of months before next season, but that's like any show. Any show you watching on Netflix or Hulu, whatever streaming service, it's the same thing. They give you a season, and you got to wait for the next season. So I've spoiled y'all. Y'all spoiled now. So Now, yeah, we're gonna go to episodes, man. Let's see. All right, someone asked me, do I deal with people? So basically, they're asking me, do I deal with people in my personal life when I'm out and about? Has someone ever confronted me? In a nutshell, yes. Not too long ago, somebody came up to me, was basically talking shit, like you the dicks, you the police, and you know I always stay calm. I'm just like, bro, I'm not the police. And he like, you knocking on people's doors. Bro, I loaned him money. I helped him. He took off. What do you want me to do? Well, you shouldn't have loaned him money. The fucked up mentality in some of these people, man, it's fucking so sad, man. It upsets me the way people think. This man, I don't even think he understands what he's saying. He's saying, why did you loan him money? So he basically asked me, why am I helping people in the first place? I didn't ask him. He reached out to us. You know what I mean? He asked us for help. And a lot of times I may not make the best business decision, what's on paper, but because I have a kind heart, I'll try to help those, because sometimes things don't look good on paper, but tell me the story. What happened? Why are you in jail? You know, I do that and I listen. So maybe I can hear something that may persuade me to help you. And a lot of times it do. I hear people's cries. Shit happens, man. Sometimes people get in situations, they're just in a bad place at a bad time. I mean, period. So I try to help people, man. So this guy's basically like, why the fuck are you helping people? I mean, and I'm gonna be honest, it's in the fucking hood, man. It's the hood mentality, man. I'm always gonna be categorized as a police officer. And you know, I'm gonna tell you one thing that's sad, man. It's like people, they get mad at me for arresting people, but praise street justice. It's like some people would prefer you take street justice and you kill somebody or you beat their ass rather than them getting arrested and going to jail. It's totally ass backwards for me, man. You know, so again, and you ask people these questions. So what if you loan somebody money on the streets? What would you do? You know, and they get stuck. Man, it ain't the same. It's the fucking exact same, except I'm not going to take street justice and hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? So the mentality, man, just sucks, man. And that's why I did this show. That's why I do things the way I do. I dress the way I dress. I'm me. There's no filter, because I want to bridge that gap between us, man. You know, I'm no different. I just literally chose a different path, and which consists of me helping people. And because people don't abide by the contract and say, fuck me, I have no choice but to return them. You know, what y'all need to understand, I don't force people to go through me. I don't force them to sign a contract. They knowingly go through a bondsman, knowing the repercussions. They sign paperwork. The co-signer and the defendant signs the recognizance in jail, acknowledging he's getting bonded out by a bondsman. There's no fucking excuse at all. There's no reason for you to be upset. If you don't want to go through a bondsman, if you don't want to go to fucking court, then don't go through a bondsman. You can't go through a bondsman and take off running on their money and think they're not going to come looking for you and then get mad at them. It makes no fucking sense, man. So it's sad as me, the mentality, man. And that's why I do what I do, man. I try to encourage the youth, you know, to have a better way of thinking, man. I mean, it's sad, man. So I know I'm not going to change the world. I know I'm not going to change everybody's mentality, but if I can touch one or two kids, this young, this very impressionable, then I've done my job, man. All you can do is touch as many people as you can to try to stop the cycle, man. It's a fucked up cycle, man. And it is what it is. It's in our black community, man, our youth, man. It's a fucked up cycle. People thinking there's one way or this fucking mentality just sucks, man. So again, I'm trying to change that and bridge the gap to just give a different way of thinking, man. So yeah, that's the last question. I know I'm rambling, but I mean, it just really bothers me. It really does, man. I hate to hear people think that way, man. You know, they just fuck you. you the police, you the dicks, you know, it's sad. It saddens me, man. The people who understand, what I do, they get it. But the people who don't understand, who are ignorant to it, try to learn. Understand what I do. Understand why I do it. But there's those who don't want to understand. They just want the drama. They just want somebody to blame for their, for their fucking fuck ups, man. So it is what it is, man. So catch y'all later. Appreciate y'all. Flood the comments with your questions, man. Those are pretty much like the best questions, man. The rest of them, y'all, nah, sorry. But catch y'all later, man.